Okay, so I've got to do that every time to get more beats.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Drinking with the Davies. Hopefully you can hear us. I'm Ted.
And I'm Chris.
And if you're under 21, move along because this is a mixology show and it's about drinking responsibly and to have fun to start your weekend off the right way and be responsible while you're celebrating. So we're part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, aren't we, hon?
We are.
And we are proud affiliates of that. Check out 7 days a week. We're a group of creatives that help creatives build their business with entertainment, education, and enlightenment. So check out everything we're doing on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And we're also sponsored by Wicked Weeds.
Yay!
How ironically. Which sells Grub Rub. There you go. Check out everything that Wicked Weeds is doing on Facebook and get yourself some Grub Rub. Preservative-free, low sodium. You put on everything from popcorn to steaks to hamburgers to vegetables to fish. That's why we sell so much of it, right?
Right.
Cool. All right. So what's our snack tonight?
Looks like we've got some almonds over there.
Almonds. Make sure that you're eating something with the alcohol because it could be bad if not. Right?
Hi, Donna. Hi, Carl. Hi, Dan.
Hey, guys. How you doing? We'll give a few minutes for everybody. Everybody can hear us okay, though? I guess.
We need to send a rescue team into Carl because he can't reach his rum.
Probably because the cat.
I'm assuming.
The cat's been having fun with them. I'm glad that they're enjoying some time with the cat, though. That's good. That's awesome. And the cat's healthy. You might hear Calypso.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete. What's up, man? How you doing? Calypso says hello, too. She's barking over there. What? Barking? She's over. She should be over here, but she's over at the couch. So.
I think she's kind of barking at us. Yeah. So tonight's going to be kind of our St. Patrick's Day celebration.
It's our pseudo St. Patrick's Day.
We've got a couple things to take care of next week before Ted leaves for
Lexington Comic-Con down in Kentucky. So I've got a few things I've got to finish up. So there's going to be no live broadcast from Ted Davies Artistry for 2 weeks. We'll be returning. Drinking with Davies will be returning April Fool's Day. Ironically,
is that the
on
day?
Friday? On Friday. So it'll be after I get back from the Comic-Con and everything else. If you're down in Lexington, by all means, look us up or look me up. You're going to be still up here in the watching Calypso, but I'll be hanging out with everybody down at Lexington Comic-Con with the Dastardly Dingoes, and I'll have my own table, but we'll be in the same artist alley and all that fun stuff. Come down and get yourself some books or some prints, some artwork, custom artwork. Okay, so we did the snack. Now, what are we making tonight?
Tonight we are making what's that thing called? What did I tell you it's
Emerald
called?
Something.
Emerald Sunrise. That's right.
Yes.
So you've all heard of a tequila sunrise. Well, this is similar with a little twist, I guess. So I'm going to show you how the recipe called for the drink to be put together, and then we'll mix it in together after that to make it green. Okay. So
Calypso is doing better.
Calypso is doing so much better, Donna. Thank you for asking.
Big time.
Yeah. So, she's over her little sickness.
It was a bug, right? Is that what we figured?
We think it might have been a bug because she was actually over at my mom and dad's for a day, and their dog had the same sort of issue, except that she only had it for like a day.
Right.
And Calypso had it for like 4.
Yeah, it was bad.
3 full days, almost the 4th day when I took her to the vet, and then actually, after we took her to the vet, my mom's next door neighbor, her dog was having the same thing. So my mom took them to the vet too. So her neighbor is 90 something and she obviously doesn't drive, and her kids are in Florida right now. Well, one of them, the one that takes care of her most of the time. So she's very lucky to have my mom living next door because my mom does a lot for her.
Yep, absolutely.
Like take her and her dog to the vet. So anyway, Our recipe calls to start out with tequila and orange juice. So we've got our tequila here. We're going to mix 3 ounces of this.
Getting low on that tequila.
Well, we made a couple drinks with it, and honestly, we don't drink that much tequila,
No.
so
Nope.
I'm going to move that one right there. So we're going to mix 3 ounces. 3 ounces here of tequila.
Oof.
I know that seems like a lot,
man,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
it does. Hey, what's up, Joe D?
With, I believe it's 5 ounces of orange juice. Hi, Joe.
Joe wants to hear history.
5 ounces of orange juice. So there's 3 and 4, 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah. This drink isn't really going to have a lot of history.
He says we're off to see the wizard. Well, hey, maybe.
Who's that?
Joe. Looks like we're off to see the wizard. We're kind of, it's kind of a pseudo St. Patrick's Day because we're not. I'm not going to be live for 2 weeks on Ted Davies Artistry. So.
And then we're going to mix this. And we're going to strain this into our glasses.
Cool.
So my favorite color is green.
Right.
Some of you wouldn't know that since you don't know my little car and all that.
Right.
But
Catch.
Sorry, guys.
Watch the mic.
I was actually
I'm gonna get a shirt that says "Watch the mic."
You should. I was actually wearing this outfit the other day to work that was green, and somebody says, "Oh my God, is it St. Patrick's Day today?" I'm like, "No." And they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offend you?" I'm like, "No."
Why would you be offended by St. Patrick's?
I said I should have said every day is St. Patrick's Day for me.
Right.
I like green.
That's right.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. There's that part of it. And then it's supposed to have how much? 1.5 ounces each of blue curacao. Okay. Now, here's where we run into the fun part. And this is all about viscosity. Can you say viscosity? And this stuff, I think it's because of the sugar, is thicker, essentially, than the orange juice and the...
Hence viscosity.
And the tequila. So this will sit on the bottom.
Can you spell the? I can't spell it. So
VIS.
Yeah.
COSITY.
Check that.
How about you check it right here?
No, I'm not gonna check it. I don't need to check it.
Well, look right here. Talking about the specific density. I know it used the word viscosity. Where?
This says density.
Gravity, version specific ratio between the density of an off reference to usual water. Huh. I'm sure it said viscosity.
Did it? Because I'm not seeing it
in here.
I'm not seeing it.
Damn it.
Usually they're talking about oil. But
anyway,
whatever.
So they said usually what you do is you take the more dense liquid and you pour it in first, and then you pour the other ones in over top, but you use a spoon to keep it from like splashing or whatever.
What's up, Joe
This
Bachman?
time we are going to use a straw put down into the bottom.
Oh, that looks great. Check you out.
I know.
Very impressed.
It's like a little science project. And I watched the mic. Okay. And then we need another 1.5 ounces for your drink.
That's really pretty, babe. I'm impressed.
Thank you. And it said to use a wide straw.
Carl viscosity. He spells it out.
And it said to use a large straw, like one of the bubble tea straws. So I actually went to the tea place in town today and got one. And I
What is
bought.
what is bubble tea? People don't know.
We'll talk about that later, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ted thought it would be easier if I put a little funnel on it, and
Yeah.
it's actually big enough to get that little funnel into the straw, which I find amusing.
That's cool.
So anyway, that is our
Very pretty.
drink, and it works like that. But you do want to mix them up for the to actually drink it. So we're
I
gonna.
think that's awesome though. Well, that's still pretty nice looking.
And then it turns it green.
That's cool.
Okay, so maybe it's a little bit bluish
That's okay.
green. But
Whatever. That's cool. Very cool, babe.
Thank you.
I'm impressed. That's a lot of viscosity.
Viscosity. And then we're gonna garnish with a little lime wedge, just to make it more green and festive.
Yep.
And I've got a toast. If we can all just hold that thought for a moment.
You guys want to turn up your speakers for this.
Ready?
Yep.
May the dreams you hold dearest be those which come true, and the kindness you spread keep returning to you.
That's good. You tell a story too? That's dangerous. That reminds me of being 19 and going to Canada.
So the tequila sunrise would have used grenadine instead of the curacao.
I like curacao.
I like it.
Good.
Well, because you're using the orange juice, and the blue curacao is actually an orange flavor,
Yes.
so you get more
Yes.
orangey. So I thought that was interesting.
Good. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a really good drink. It's fruity. It's not real sweet. It's sweet, but it's got a little bit of that citrus,
Mm-hmm.
cuts it.
So today we're going to talk about St. Patrick.
Yep.
He is the reason for the season.
Yep.
And the exact dates of his existence are not 100% clear, but according to Catholic.org and History.com, he was born in England to Roman parents, Calpurnius and Conchessa, in about 385 AD.
Okay. Your dad might have known him.
Oh, stop.
It's his birthday today. I got to razz him a
It
little bit.
is, and I have to call him after the show.
I already talked to him.
I text him today.
I text him
But
first.
you know what?
I text him first.
I text him Bitmojis, and I'm not sure if he can get them on his phone.
He probably doesn't even know what a Bitmoji is.
Well, but if he looked at it, he would know what it was.
Maybe next year I'll send him Bitmojis.
You don't even have Bitmojis.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. Anyway,
I do too.
Later, at the age of about 14, he was enslaved and taken to Ireland to herd and tend sheep. I never knew that. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
I didn't either. After having an enlightened dream in which he declared God's presence, he escaped enslavement and rejoined his family back in England. He later returned to Ireland to teach the people of his experience as a Christian and converted most of Ireland to Christianity. He was canonized after his death, which occurred on March 17th in 461. Christians in Ireland have long celebrated the date of his passing, but the holiday was a much more somber affair than that was spent quietly with family, eating salted pork dinners and praying back in the day before America. What are you laughing about?
I'm just reading what Joe D is saying.
After they drink it, Chris is going to ask for a better mixologist assistant, and Ted is going to ask for a good but fair agent from the wizard. So I guess we have hearts and brains. At least he's not going to tell everybody that we're asking for those.
Put them up. Yeah.
It wasn't until Irish immigrants came to the United States that some of the customs we know and love came about.
Mm-hmm.
St. Patrick's Day grew to encompass more of the culture that includes basic Irish and Celtic beliefs as well. It was a perfect way for those immigrants to remember their homeland and bring a bit of it to their new surroundings. The color green, dyeing foods green, wearing green clothes, and even turning entire rivers green to celebrate St. Patrick's Day may come from St. Patrick's use of shamrocks to explain the Holy Trinity to people.
Which
do you know about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I do know about that, but go ahead and explain it. I was going to tell people about your addiction to McDonald's Shamrock milkshakes.
Oh my goodness, you guys. They're so good.
It's
I think
it's like
that
crack. It's like she's. I
I
mean,
think somebody else has another mint milkshake that's better, but I don't
is it
remember who
Arby's?
it
I think it's
was.
Arby's, isn't it?
I don't know. They've got a good mocha.
I don't.
What's
Yeah,
that? Jamocha
yeah,
shake.
yeah, they do. I haven't had those in years though. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's okay. But for non-Christians, green may symbolize the rebirth of spring or Ireland's vast green countryside.
Mm.
The symbol of the shamrock also grew to include the rare four-leaf clover.
Hey, Joe,
which
I'm sorry.
Is told to
How's
bring
it going,
good
Joe?
luck to its finder.
I'm sorry.
Joe who?
The new gentleman that we met, I met at Midland Comic Con. Everybody say hi to Joe. Great guy. Really, really super guy.
Joe, who's also got a D for last name.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, cool name too. But he's also
we'll call him Joe Shamrock then.
There you go. Is that okay, Joe? All right. So everybody say hi to Joe. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
So that's okay. Irish food. Corned beef became the meal of choice to serve in America, St. Patrick's Day feasts, when the more traditional pork was found to be too expensive here in the States.
Yep.
Corning a brisket of beef is actually borrowed from the Jewish tradition.
Sure. Yep.
Leprechauns. As for leprechauns, they may be the basis for all our more rowdy American St. Patrick's Day festivities. Yes, my little.
Yep.
Leprechauns are said to be small fellows who live in the fairy world, fixing the shoes of all the fairies. They spend their nights singing and dancing. Kids in America like to set traps to see if they can catch one or two of the elusive little guys. I don't know what kids those are.
I only saw the movie.
Oh, no, we're not talking about that.
The movie's kind of scary.
Apparently, if you leave a pair of shoes untied, a leprechaun cannot walk past without tying them. I guess that's how you trap a leprechaun.
Here's a little...
He'd be in our house for a long time.
No doubt. So Craig Hall, everybody knows Craig Hall is doing the a film adaptation for Retrieve.
Mm-hmm.
He worked on Leprechaun 3, Leprechaun 2. He was on that movie for, I don't know, he did script writing and all that stuff. Anyway, I don't know if you guys like the movie or not, but one of his claims to fame. So Joe Shamrock, love it. Okay, Joe, that's it. You're Shamrock from now on, bro. Welcome to Ted's tribe.
Oh, Donna says that if you can ever get them, she said the machine's usually broken.
You know that everybody working there is like down in them. That's but they're all empty because they're
right. So actually, they probably already got them. So Monday I have to have a root canal.
Yep. Sorry.
Wah. Right.
That's okay. It's just part of the.
But I told Ted that he can.
Yeah, I'll
make
show for
me
you
feel
around.
better.
Yeah,
by
I'll show for you around.
Getting me a Shamrock milkshake.
Yep.
My mom always used to buy me milkshakes after the dentist. Maybe
that's it.
Something.
That's probably why you're at the dentist. You're drinking those damn milkshakes. Jesus.
She always felt so bad because she hates to be numb, and I do too.
Oh, I like being numb.
Stop. So whether you celebrate St. Patrick's Day as a religious holiday or just an Irish-inspired fun day for revelry, enjoy it. Any chance to eat good food, hear good music, and spend quality time with loved ones is worth it. And I'm not sure exactly what that says. I was going to look it up and I failed.
I'm not sure. I don't speak Gaelic. A little bit of Welsh, but not Gaelic.
I know, right?
That's a tough one.
Is that okay? So I got some fun facts here for St. Patrick's Day.
And you guys can rewatch this St. Patrick's Day week next week. We're just not going to be live. Yeah, so just rewatch it. Share it out too. Like and subscribe too. That would be awesome. Thank you guys. I would appreciate it.
So St. Patrick's Day began as a religious holiday to honor the saint for bringing Christianity to Ireland. And a lot of legends have developed around the life of St. Patrick. But perhaps the most notable was his use of the clover or shamrock, if you prefer. He used each of the 3 leaves to explain the Trinity, which we already talked about.
Right.
Ironically, the very first St. Patty's Day parade actually didn't happen in Ireland, but in New York City. Back in 1762, when Irish soldiers serving the English military joined together and marched down the street to Irish music. That was the first St. Patrick's Day parade.
God, Donna said that she likes the mint milkshakes at Arby's.
They do have them at Arby's.
Yeah.
Good. Unfortunately, I have no idea where the nearest Arby's
Standish.
is. There is?
Yep, right by TSC. About 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. One of the biggest U.S. celebrations of St. Patrick's Day takes place in Chicago, where they dye the Chicago River green, a tradition taking place since 1962. Other big celebrations are held in Boston, Philadelphia, and New York City. On any given day, 5.5 million pints of Guinness, which is the famous Irish stout, are consumed around the world. But on St. Patrick's Day, that number more than doubles to 13 million pints.
I just never got into Guinness. A lot of people
Said Beth Davies Ryan,
really.
Global Corporate Relations Director of Guinness.
That's funny. So Davies Ryan. So my buddy Pete, his last name's Ryan, and he's a fellow Welshman too.
And he and Ted are practically married. So
yeah, we're kind of married, but we don't we don't do that. It's only suited for you. You okay?
I'm hurt. Yeah. Don't do that to me. Okay.
Okay.
In 1995, the U.S. Congress declared March as the official Irish American Heritage Month. Then in 2007, 36.5 million U.S. residents claimed to have Irish ancestry, which is more than 8 times the same odd 4 million residents of the actual country.
Yeah, I do. I know we do. I do especially, but
that's crazy.
Welsh and Irish. Yep.
Yeah, but that's like it says 8 times more than the actual occupancy of Ireland.
I want to hear that story.
What story?
The one that you told me, the joke.
Hold on.
I want to hear that, man. They're gonna record that.
Okay.
That's gonna be on YouTube Shorts by the end of the night. People are gonna be going crazy over it.
I still have facts.
It's gonna go viral.
I still have facts. There are 4 towns in the U.S. named after shamrocks. The emblem of Ireland. They are Mount Gay Shamrock, Wyoming, Shamrock, Texas, Shamrock Lakes, Indiana, and Shamrock, Oklahoma. More whimsical Irish-themed towns include Emerald Isle, North Carolina, and the township of Irishtown, Illinois. Townships named Clover exist in South Carolina, Illinois, Minnesota, and Pennsylvania. And Minnesota is also home to cloverleaf.
There was a lot of Irish immigrants in Detroit. Not like Boston, but there was a ton growing up.
Well, Detroit too was in the day was so segregated.
Yeah, big time.
They actually have areas that were Mexican Village.
Yep, designated.
They've got
Hamtramck,
the Polish Hamtramck. Greektown. Yep. I can't even think of all of them. Sorry.
It's okay.
But
you brought it up. I know.
I'm just saying. Was there an Irish area in Detroit? Like an Irish section?
Yeah. I mean, Corktown. All that area.
Oh, Corktown. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
See? In Ireland, they have been celebrating this holiday, also known as the Feast Day of St. Patrick, since about the 10th century. It's called this because it takes place during the Catholic season of Lent. But on this day, the people were excused from their dietary restrictions in order to feast. And it says corned beef and cabbage is a traditional thing to eat on St. Patrick's Day, but we just talked about that's more of a American thing than St. Patrick is often credited with ridding Ireland of snakes.
Yep.
It is true there are no snakes even today on the island, but who knows if there ever were.
I like to think so, it's kind of the lore,
And leprechauns are often associated with St. Patrick's Day. However,
Pete says I set shoe traps when I was a kid. That's
he
funny.
would.
You would, Pete. I know. That's cool.
However, originally the celebration of St. Patrick's Day didn't have anything to do with these mythical creatures.
Mm.
It wasn't until Walt Disney released, here we go again with the Disney,
Mm-hmm.
released a film called Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
I remember that.
I
remember
remember
the
the
dude driving in
title.
the
I don't
car,
really remember
or
too
in the
much
back
about
seat of
it.
that car. I remember he was really, really tiny. I remember seeing that.
Are you thinking of the other one though?
The gnome
The
mobile.
Gnome Mobile.
Maybe
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking of.
I think that's
I
what
don't
you're
know.
thinking of. That introduced America to a very different sort of leprechaun than the cantankerous little man of Irish folklore.
Hold on.
This cheerful, friendly leprechaun is a purely American invention, but has quickly evolved into an easily recognizable symbol of both St. Patrick's Day and Ireland in general. What?
So Joe said something about Joe D.
Mm-hmm.
Said they didn't pay attention to what you said, Donna. Sad. Okay, what did she say about the mint?
Still rather have an Arby's.
Yeah.
No, we saw that. We
Saw
said
that one. Maybe that one's it.
If you can ever get them. No, we saw that one too. Arby's mint shakes are better. Yep. LOL. What else did she say? Anything further up?
I don't know. Maybe he's just playing with us.
Looks very cool that way. I don't know. Maybe something didn't come through.
Maybe it didn't.
We never know.
Nope. Two best Irish movies: Darby O'Gill and Quiet Man. Really, I think that Boondock Saints is probably one of my favorite Irish movie. 1 and 2.
So I don't know if Joe is reposting what she did, but it says we pagans call it Irish Day because we're the snakes that St. Pat actually chased or tried to out of Ireland.
Well, I didn't see that. It didn't come
no,
up on the
we
thing.
didn't.
Sorry, guys.
That's why we didn't recognize it.
Right.
So Ireland's top 3 symbols, other than the shamrock, are the harp and the Celtic cross.
Right. That's classic. I mean,
right. 88% of Ireland-born citizens are Roman Catholic, and 45% of them attend Mass every week. 45 of them.
Only 45.
Ireland is free of snakes, moles, and weasels. And then it says another species. So I don't know.
I met a couple weasels that were Irish.
Yeah, but they weren't in Ireland, were they?
No, they weren't.
9% of Ireland's population are redheads.
Really? Donna, listen up.
Carl.
Chris.
Cats are Ireland's favorite pet over dogs by a margin of 2-1.
Really? Wow.
That's what it says.
Well, no wonder they don't evolve then.
Right.
Or mice. They're probably mice, probably rats. But
in Dublin, there is a pub for every 100 people.
Yes, I believe that. Yeah.
And 900 years ago, Ireland's oldest pub, Sean's Bar in Athlone, was founded.
That's cool. Yeah. I
Interesting.
know in Wales, Dad used to take me to a pub when we would be there, and it was old. It was like 400 years old, and the ceilings were low, and the beer was warm. It was really I'm like, I don't know how he could drink that stuff. It's so gross. But yeah, pretty cool though. Nonetheless.
I remember you telling me about the low.
It was really, really cool, but really low. It was almost like something out of Lord of the Rings. It was, that when in the first movie where the hobbits were at the inn.
Oh yeah,
it was kind of like that. It was kind of creepy. What?
You ready for my joke?
Okay, listen up, guys.
You guys ready for the joke?
Pull the drinks up, guys. This is funny.
Oh, Donna says she happens to be 43% Irish.
Yeah.
So. So our joke. An Irishman and his son went to the zoo. I like how you move away. Like I'm not.
I'm trying to
near this.
I'm framing it
okay.
up.
An Irishman and his son went to the zoo. A sign says, "Feed the elephant a bun to get your age." The little boy gives the elephant a bun, and it stomps its foot 6 times. "Wow," says the boy. "That's right. I am 6. You have a go, Dad." The Irish chap gives the elephant a bun. A moment later, the elephant farts and stomps his feet twice. "But Jesus, that's right," said the father. "I am farty too."
Your parents must be so proud. And Shamrock Joe. That's why we have this show. That's why we have this show. That's why we have so many great followers of our.
Hey, I thought it was pretty
I
darn
think it's
funny.
great.
So did Carl
Yeah, everybody.
and Pete.
Yep. No, it was good. I like the accent. That's gonna become a meme. A lot of,
Farty too.
yeah. Wow. Waking Ned Devine is another great Irish movie. Waking Ned Devine, I'll say Boondock Saints, but Waking Ned Devine's number one. Waking Ned Devine is.
Absolutely.
Hey Willow, how you doing?
Hi Willow. She's so glad she came in at the right moment. Carl said you laughed, even though you make fun.
Yeah, it's awesome though.
But Waking Ned Devine, yes, if you guys have not seen it.
If you have not seen Waking Ned Devine,
what a great movie.
It is the funniest movie.
And we have to tell you too, the first time that we saw this movie, we saw it with most of Ted's family.
Yeah, and my dad.
His dad was up from Tennessee, and we were all over his brother's house. And we were all of us, just hysterical. Rolling. It's so funny.
So, and then you can pick it up, I think, at Walmart for like $5. It's not a very expensive movie, but it was made 20 years ago.
I think we bought a couple copies and given them away.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the actors are the older actors
deceased,
passed away now.
Yeah.
So,
and most of the actors in it were old.
Oh, and
when they were in it,
as Irish as you could be, hilarious. It's so freaking funny.
Very funny.
Yeah, the whole premise of the story is a small town. This gentleman wins the lottery, and we're just going to leave it at that. But the whole town ends up conspiring against to collect the winnings because this gentleman ends up passing away.
He was so excited and surprised that he won that he died as soon as he.
So, and he has
holding the winning ticket in his hand.
He's got no descendants or anything or offspring or anything. So everybody,
no children, no wife.
They convinced the lottery man that
two of the other villagers
convinced him that they're Ned, or one of them's Ned Devine, and the comedy ensues. It's so freaking funny.
Yes, absolutely.
It's so funny,
including a little old naked man riding a motorcycle through the countryside.
Yeah, Pete's seen it, I think. He said it's a great movie too.
Yep, that's a great movie. It is. It's my favorite.
That was good. That was a good drink. Not bad.
Thank you. I thought it was pretty good too. We might have enough tequila to make a second.
Cool.
So.
Little scary thought. Good deal. Yeah. So we're gonna take 2 weeks off. We've got
yes.
We got a couple things we're trying to wrap up here before I head down to Lexington. So if you guys just like I said, it's nothing bad. It's just I'm just crammed for time right now, and I've got to get a few things structurally done at the house before I head off. So. Everybody saw my video about the books. Unfortunately, we've had a pretty
and Dan he's PO'd about it, but he's kind of over that.
Yeah, I just want to get the books. I want to get the books
moving forward.
Yeah, and trying to get it to the point where we're I want to fulfill the Kickstarter. It's very frustrating. We're already behind, and now we have to wait even longer because of the paper shortage. It's just prolonged everything. So but
those should be delivered while he's in Kentucky,
and
as soon as he gets back, he will get everything together and get those out in the mail.
It'll most likely be the first week of April, though. I'm the way it's heading and the way that they're stating it. So can't do anything about it. I'm under, you guys understand. I mean, we're indie publishers. That's what it's about. So we can't do anything if we are at the mercy of a lot of people, as you guys know. So so. I'm upset, but I'm getting through it. So hopefully, I just want to make sure it's the best product that I possibly could do for everybody that helped us produce the book. So thank you guys again for helping us out and being patient.
Absolutely.
What does Carl say? Drinking my Florida can. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. We've got some of that here, don't we?
Yes, we do. There's a tiny bit of it left over there.
Sweet.
But the rum is my favorite, so the rum's usually gone.
Rum's always gone here. That's. I would drink a lot of rum if I were you too. No doubt. Cool. Anything else?
Well, that tooth is kind of bothering me too.
Is it?
So,
sorry. I know. No,
rum. I feel like rum's better than pain medicine.
Is that the root canal?
Mm-hmm.
That one? Okay. So, yeah. So you got a 3-day weekend, but Monday's okay. So yeah, everybody pull for Chris because that's it should be all right.
I've
you
been
handle,
through it
you
twice
actually,
before.
yeah,
It's
you
not
handle
a
pain pretty. You know, I'm a whining little baby. I'll be over in the corner crying. You're like, let's go build something. You know, you just go right to it. You're crazy.
I made him go with me and watch the guy pierce my belly button when I had it done.
When I regained consciousness, it was really cool, but because they cored it, it wasn't like
Okay.
it wasn't just like a
Okay.
little tiny like hole
Okay.
pinch. Like they actually cored. I'll talk about it. So,
Yep. Okay. You guys have a great couple weeks.
Yep.
We look forward to seeing you when he's back.
Yep. And I'll probably post something. I do have a recorded show that I'm putting in. Possibly. I don't know if I'm going to do it when I come back. Probably when I come back. But like I said, everything will be. I'm going to update some things on Facebook during the week, but it won't be anything live broadcast. So, but if you guys need me or whatever, you know, you can always message me or whatever. But
thanks,
or
Pete.
if you want to buy anything, I've got a ton of new prints coming out right now.
Contact Ted.
I'll be posting those this weekend. The new prints that I've got coming out before Lexington, they're pretty awesome. I think you guys are going to dig them. So if you want to just keep an eye on Facebook and Instagram because the prints that I've got are pretty. I think you guys are going to dig them. So,
thanks, Donna and Carl.
What'd they say?
Great show.
Cool. That's cool. So, all right, you ready?
Thanks, Joe Shamrock.
Yeah, good seeing you, Joe. Good seeing everybody. Joe Bachman, Joe. That's Joe Bachman.
Oh,
That's different.
sorry.
So Joe, you know Joe.
Oh, we got too many Joes on
I know,
here.
right? So we'll just call the one Shamrock. We call Joe Bachman
Joe D.
Bachman. We call Joe D. And then we've got Joe Dog.
We call Joe D Desk.
Desk.
We just call him Desk.
Joe Desk.
Just Desk.
Desk. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Try to have a good evening, guys. Be safe. Do something good for somebody else. Maybe us. Maybe buy some of our prints. Pay for our retirement. So.
Night.
I want to earn some more of those beads.
Good night.
Bye, guys.